To be honest, I'm pretty proud of that performance, and for us, there's 2 or 3 key moments in the game where, and that's a difference. That's the difference between us and them. And we lost a couple of lineouts I've scored from. We haven't looked after Aaron Smith from a kick-off, and they've scored from that, and that's a difference. But we kept playing. Put them under some pressure at the end. And for me, the big thing was, we said we felt as a team we will get better the more time that we spend together. So to go from, for me, the big stat is, we had 41% territory in possession last week, and we were 58% territory in possession tonight. So that's a massive number for us against the All Blacks. We've never done that before. So just small key moments. Spoke to the players about afterwards and tidy that up, and it's an arm wrestle right to the end. So
it might be difficult for people looking at the scoreline and thinking that, but you do see development.
Oh, absolutely. I think we're creating chances, and the players. Speaking to them in the change rooms afterwards, they're already aware of a couple of things that. In the same situation next week they'll do it a little bit different because they've learned from tonight and last week, and you can't coach experience, and you can't coach what they learned from earlier. I just said to Reece Patchell, said, how'd you find that? He said, oh my God, I can't believe how fast it is, and said that's what international rugby is all about, and you want to play at that level. And I think I was speaking to Wayne Smith, and Savea was saying the same thing as well. So it was, look, there are things that we need to work on, but I'm proud of the effort and the fact that we come under a bit of pressure, we conceded points, and for me it was the courage to carry on playing and not to drop their heads and give up and keep. So that for me is a big tick in the box.
Looking forward to next week.
Yeah, hugely. I think. I'd like to think we hopefully put the learning in from these first 2 games, and we can go down there. And it was a really physical test match, I think, tonight from both sides, and particularly the breakdown. And they one of the things about them, they get an opportunity or get a turnover, and they're clinical, and that's those small margins that we need to be better at. And hopefully we can learn from tonight and put that into next week.
Reece Patchell didn't seem too out of his depth to be pleased with how he went, and do you see him having more involvement in the team going forward?
Yeah, I was pleased with the way he went. I think he'll look at that and a couple of things defensively he can work on, and maybe I thought he did really well, for his first game at that level, and a couple of positional things. So. Showed some nice pace in that wide channel, I think again is him having that chance and opportunity, and I think he'll get better for next week. And I think for a lot of those players in the last few weeks, playing at this level, they've definitely improved.
Warren, just over here. Does it feel a little bit like deja vu, and just how do you counter the All Blacks in the second half? Looking forward to Dunedin.
Yeah, I think those are the critical moments that you talk about. And I spoke to Sam Warburton, and he said, he can't remember the last time that he's taken a dummy from a 9 from the side of a ruck, and he said, I've made that error and let Aaron Smith go, and we just missed a lift on a line out as well. So look. We spoke at half time, and the great thing about half time, we felt in a pretty good place, and guys felt pretty fresh, and we talked about coming out and putting them under some real pressure. If Talupe Faletau had held onto that pass, that would have been interesting as well. So, look, we don't think we're too far away, and we just got to make sure that at the very highest level, it's small margins and small moments, and that's where they're a little bit better than us at the moment. And hopefully, like I said, we'll improve and learn from that.
Warren, can we expect to see the pretty similar team out next week after what's been a long campaign for these guys and banged up?
Yeah, we've got what we've plan to do is that the guys have got 3 days off now, so they're off tomorrow, Monday and Tuesday, because it is the last game and then of a long season. So we'll have a double session on Wednesday, one session on Thursday, and captain's run on the Friday. So we'll assess them, see how they are in the next few days. But for us, it's about freshening them up this week and having a real crack at the All Blacks into them.
Warren, you spoke on Tuesday in Hamilton about not only the players but the coaches responding. What have you learned about yourself and about your coaching group with what you've been through in the last week?
That's a good question. That I think you learn. I suppose how do you handle the pressure and the criticism, because that's been the most severe thing about the last week. Is that I've taken that absolute battering, haven't I? So thanks to a lot of you guys, and that's part of sport and part of the professional job. And like I said to people at the press conference last week, I went to a function with the Chiefs on the Monday, and it was a fundraising there, and one of the comments I made was, I'm not too sure our boys know what's coming at them tomorrow, which is on the Monday before the Tuesday, having experienced it myself. But the big part of Tuesday was exposing a lot of those players to playing at that level. And would have it been good for their development? Absolutely. Was it the best long term for Welsh rugby? Yes, it is. Was it hurt and is it hard? Yeah, it was tough. But sometimes you've got to make those sacrifices and do those things. It's short-term pain for long-term gain. And we've learned a lot about ourselves this week and some of the players. And I was pleased with particularly the senior group of players, the way that they rallied around on Tuesday around that group that played, and they really responded. And I think they came out and gave their all again tonight. And they're disappointed because they know there's some critical key moments and to learn from and to make sure they're right, and they'll be tough on themselves, and that'll make us better as a team and better as a squad going forward.
Warren, how concerned were you with the midfield defence? They scored midfield defence. They scored it, but Barrett went through a couple of times, created tries.
Yeah, I think that's. You've been really on about the defence lately, Andy. Is there a bit of a theme in your questions on the defence?
Wales conceding a lot of tries now, which they haven't under you.
Yeah, well, look, 3 of those tries were from turnovers, and the All Blacks have been the best team in the world from turnover opportunities. I think Jamie's missed a tackle. He's disappointed about that, and Barrett's gone through and scored a try from a 5-metre scrum as well. And probably the first try was disappointing. Jamie Roberts has said, "Oh look, I've got too narrow in that situation and taken the wrong player." And it sometimes happens at this level. They'll be better for that. And but the pleasing thing was, we spoke about that challenge, and there's definitely some real heart in that. I thought the collision between Jamie Roberts and Fekitoa was pretty savage in the first few minutes. So, we've just made a couple of defensive errors in terms of that midfield, but. So I don't think there's anything we can't fix. Like I said, they're clinical and ruthless on turnovers, and that was what was costly for us and the difference for tonight.